Good morning. I'm exhausted. Like, absolutely exhausted. After I ended the stream, I checked my email yesterday, and my work schedule got revised a second time because of the pandemic to be even less, but they shifted the hours to more of a daytime thing, so I was like, well, I may as well just, like, flip my sleep schedule then for, like, the next weeks. And so I stayed up late, and I could not sleep in. I tried. I only got, like, 6 hours sleep. Like, I tried. I didn't set an alarm. When I woke up, I just like, no, let's just keep sleeping. And it just didn't. I was just lying there wide awake, super wide awake. And then just now, all of a sudden, in like the last half hour, it's just like, ugh. So my energy is kind of low. Also, as a result of my change, I was gonna change my start time to be like 9 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. So I'm not gonna alter it too much. But that is the plan. I'm lost. That's the entrance. I was expecting monsters and shit in this mine. An empty treasure chest full of promise, yet devoid of payoff. A perfect metaphor for me. That was a little depressing. But yeah. Exhausted. What the? So what's wrong? This way should lead right into the mining pit. Why is it blocked off by rocks? Perhaps the dragon did something that caused the passage to cave in? Okay, I'll use my cannon. What? No. An explosion could just make it collapse further. What? Tita, I know how you feel, but stay calm, okay? Let's see if we can find another way around. My original thought was I would start late so I can like go late because I'm staying up late. But now I just want to go to bed, like right now. Maybe I should have a nap? I thought about having a nap and I just forgot. Whatever. Hey Everike, how you doing? This bridge was broken the last time we came here. It must have been repaired in the interim, perhaps by the Royal Army or local miners. Maybe. Oh! Sneaky. Nothing in here? Good. We don't want people refilling these while we're not looking. You rest your head atop the empty chest. You rapidly withdraw as you hear what sounds like a heartbeat. Must we go through this again? And again? And again? Oh my god. That leads to another room. This leads to a chest. Yes. Oh, what? 100 victory stake? What? 10,000? Okay, I'm holding on to this. They all look the same to you now, every one of them, so helpless, so vulnerable. Mere target for you and your insatiable hunger. I do not have enough energy to emote. Damn you! As the one mercy I can offer you, I'll end this quickly. Dang. I am the true Blade Lord. Now then, it's almost time. I should alter the Gospel's control style while I still have a moment. Just a damn second. I'm not done yet. It's not over yet. The gate! Tita! You still cling to that broken lump of iron. As you wish, you shall die as broken as your blade. Blasting the bits, Tita. What the hell are you doing? I was worried about you, Agate, so I came here with Estelle and... Tita! You, stop them. Do I have to fight this dragon with only 3 people? Please? Stay away, please! You idiot, please, we'll work on him. Just run already. The granddaughter of Zeiss's Professor Russell, Tita Russell. I'd heard you were a child genius, but no genius would ever behave so recklessly. In truth, I'm not fond of harming women or children. Still, I'll do what I must. Now be a good girl and move. Son of a bitch! I won't move! I won't. Agate's always saving me, so I have to help him back. He's blunt, and he always looks annoyed. He always treats me like a kid and calls me stuff like short stuff, but he's really very nice, and he's always watching out for me. He means so much to me. I love him. Don't drop your fucking cannon. I won't move no matter what. You're a very brave little girl. Though I can hardly believe you care that much for such a blockhead. It seems you aren't the only ones who wish to challenge me, so I'll take my leave for now. Who dat? It's advancing on its own. He said things about commanding a ship and firing guns, I think. Finally, they show their faces. Now we can begin the final experiment. What's that? What's the experiment? Don't forget, Agate Krosner. As long as you continue to delude yourself, you won't amount to anything. Nor can you protect anything you deem important. Wait! Now look, I stood here and listened to you run your mouth for what felt like forever. I am so not letting you get away after all that. Estelle Bright, you too should take this to heart. Once this experiment ends, our plan will enter its next stage. If you fail to keep your wits about you, I guarantee you will come to regret it. Dragon attack mode! What's this about? What? What is happening? Pursue, dragon, you will not flee. All hands fire, bring it down! As if your cannons can do anything against the legend. Let us go, Ragnar the Ancient. Wait, why aren't we chasing him? What are you doing? Does this have something to do with your stupid bracer grudge? Not in the slightest. That monster wasn't even scratched by rounds from a combat vessel. What do you intend to do that cannons cannot? Even to you, your highness, I shall not yield this point. Courage and recklessness are different things. Your highness, I'm sure you saw the damage to Bozang and Ravenu. This has, in essence, become a war. Yeah, you're right. Leave the bread to the bakers, Miss White. If this is a war, the professionals will handle it. And if you want my advice, you're better off searching for Ouroboros' center of command. But... kidding. A gate? A gate! Take it easy, okay? I just finished patching you up. You are the heavy-bladed gate, yes? Cassius tells me you're quite an active young bracer. Don't care what the old man said. General, listen. Leave the bread to the bakers, war to the professionals. You seriously saying that? Of course I'm serious. Unlike bracers who exist only to protect private citizens, we must protect the country as a whole. We must protect the liberal soil and those who live upon it. The army is the only instrument that protect the liberal soil and those who live upon it, huh? Don't make me laugh! Is he assaulting the general? Okay, calm down. You're always too late. You idiots move like slugs. You just worry about keeping everyone in step. You can't do shit without orders. You can't even protect the things you say you will. You can't do it now, and you didn't do it 10 years ago. Who the hell could leave it to you? Gotta protect Misha myself. Okay. He doesn't seem to have reopened his wounds. He's simply exhausted, physically and mentally. He was making an even bigger fuss than usual. For now, he needs rest in his own bed. His home is in Ravenou. My ship can take him that far, at least. Thank you. Wait, how do you know Gates' house is in Ravenou? I remember that I have met him once before. The little boy from that day has grown quite a bit. What day? It was immediately after the 100 Days' War. The day the memorial to his sister and the other villagers was erected. How are they gasping? How is Estelle gasping? Tita can gasp. How is Estelle gasping? Jesus Christ. Literally written in stone. Literally written in stone. I see, what a mess. Miss Bright, General Sir, I'm sorry to have caused you so much trouble. No, in the end we couldn't stop the dragon's rampage. I'm sorry we weren't of much help, really. You have no reason to disparage yourself, Miss Bright. Even with the dragon still on the loose, you have proven indispensable in the aid you have given others. You successfully evacuated the market, and Mr. Krosner's firefighting efforts were marvelous. Only you bracers could have responded so quickly. I have to admit, General, it feels a little strange to hear you say that. But what about a gate? Is it true that during the war his little sister was... It is, yes. Liberals' forces in the Imperial Army were fighting on the village's outskirts. During the battle, some Erebonian incendiary rounds hit the village. Ultimately, some of the homes were burnt and some of our villagers lost their lives. One of them was Misha Krosner. In a way, the Royal Army is culpable for that entire incident. The defensive line we established to protect the village ended up doing little more than drawing the fighting into it. The end result was large portions of the village being laid waste. Oh. And the order to establish the defensive line came from my desk. You can very easily say that the blood of those people is on my hands. General Sir, please, you don't need to blame yourself. The Royal Army was doing their duty, that's all. The whole thing was just a tragedy built on several coincidences colliding. No reason. You didn't make excuses for me. Those sort of justifications hold no meaning for those who lost family. Those like the red-haired young man. After the battle, I attended the funeral for the village's dead as a representative of the army. I still clearly remember the eyes of one particular red-haired young man in attendance. Bottomless sadness twisted by rage, eyes such as I have never seen before or since. And I was the one responsible for giving him such eyes. No, that isn't true. Agate never blamed the Erebonians or the Royal Army, or even you, General. The person he blamed was himself. What do you mean? All I know is what I observed, but Agate always seemed to blame himself in some way for Misha's death. Wasn't even remotely true, of course, but he convinced himself it was. And then, after practically torturing himself over what happened, he left the village. He wanted to search for an answer, to find a way to make it up to Misha. I always thought his time as a street thug in Rouen was because of that, because he never found his answer. He did eventually get his head screwed back on and began walking the path of a bracer, but I don't think he ever truly found the answer he sought. He's still trapped by that same sadness, that same anger at himself. How terrible. Are you sure you won't let us bracers help against the dragon? We definitely have some strong points the army doesn't. We're smaller so we can respond faster. We're closer to the civilian population. It's a bit easier for us to get to places where the army has trouble getting to, too. Tutu, huh? I know we could help if you'd let us. Now that I've heard all this, I think a gate became a bracer because he thought there was potential in those abilities. The potential to find a way to make peace with his sister? Yeah, I think I can understand now why Gate became a bracer when Dad invited him. Dad became a bracer when he lost Mom, after all. So to prove the potential of bracers, and more than anything, to help the people in need around me, I want to do everything I possibly can. So please, let us help you. Well said. I wonder, had bracers been in Bose 10 years ago, could it have all been? Nothing. Cassius is swamped with other duties. I'll be taking command of army operations against the dragon. I need to head back to the Hawking Gate and hold council over our next moves. I will take your suggestion under advisement. Do not be hasty. I merely said I would take it under advisement. I will contact your guild house tonight with the result of our deliberations. That is all I can promise. Okay. I must pardon myself here then. Okay, we better get back to Jose. Gage should probably stay here, huh? He's going to need at least a few days to recover from his wounds. We should let him sleep for now. Let's check in on it before we go and fill in Tito with what's going on. I know now's not the best time to ask, but please take care of a Gate for us. You don't need to worry, he's part of our family here. Besides, compared to 10 years ago, a dragon is nothing. We should be thanking the goddess no one died yet. A dragon is nothing. Is this the Gate's house? It is. Estelle. Hi, Tita. How's the Gate doing? He's still asleep, but his face looks a lot better, so I think he'll be okay as long as he gets a lot of rest. So this is a Gate's house, huh? You can actually see a photo right behind Tita of two redheads, a boy and a girl. That's some detail right there. This is where he lived with his sister then. Hey. Oh, she's actually gonna look at it. Hey. This looks like a picture of when a Gate was a kid. That means this girl must be. Yeah, I think it's Misha. She's such an adorable little girl. It looks like she and a Gate were very close. I think so too. A Gate and Misha look really happy. Yeah, they really do. Gate looks about 14 in this, and Misha would be, what, 12? Gate's got the sort of face that just screams, I'm the world's biggest prankster. I bet he was an interesting kid. Hey, now don't read too much into a man's old photographs. It's a little embarrassing. Still, though, why did a Gate keep quiet about his sister? He kept talking about her as if she was alive. Yeah, but if you think about it, a Gate never said Misha was alive. He said he comes back to visit, and I bet he meant he visits her grave. He still should have known we had the wrong idea about it, though. Why wouldn't he correct us? I don't know. A Gate said once work calmed down a bit, he'd introduce us all. I think he was gonna tell us then. Well, that's right, I bet that's it. Well, we can ask him later what he intended. We need to head back to Bose. Estelle? You don't need to say anything, Tita. You're gonna say you want to stay behind and take care of a Gate, right? Underestimate me at your own peril, my little Tita. I can read the inside of your mind like a picture book. It's a big sister thing. Oh. Tita, don't worry, we'll handle the rest. You just put your efforts into nursing a Gate back to health so he can be back on his feet. Thank you! There's only one thing I'll ask you to do. When a Gate wakes up, tell him what we just told you, okay? Oh, you mean the stuff about the bracers and army working together? Yeah, also, I want you to stop a Gate from trying anything reckless. Physically, if necessary. You're not to let him out of this bed until he gets fully healed, got it? Yeah. Yeah. They even have, like, the same, like, curl on each side. I'm not gonna lie, what the... I somehow skipped this. Now it makes me wonder, should I go to the grave or something? What? Why would it? It always does that when it's like there's things you could do, maybe. Are there things I can do, maybe? What, no fishing? I wonder if there's chests in that big-ass room where that dragon confrontation was. It might not let me leave town in that direction, though. I'm just gonna talk to everybody real quick. Well... I'm gonna see if I can check in the first place. Okay, I can't. Okay, let's just go. What else could I don't know. I keep thinking there's something else I could have possibly done, and I can't think of anything. Sounds like you kids have had a workout. Still, to think of Gate's past was that terrible. Sadly, it makes sense in some ways. Hearing this finally assembles all the pieces of the puzzle for me. It's no wonder a Gate felt the way he did back then. What? It was 10 years ago, practically the day after the war ended, a Gate came to the mayor's house. What, why? You mean to your house? Yeah, he barged in, honestly with murder in his eyes, and came face to face with my father, the mayor at the time. He demanded to know why the mayor of Bose, the man responsible for the entire region, he demanded to know why he had abandoned Ravenue. I was just a child at the time, and it got to me when I saw him arguing with father for seemingly no reason. So I leapt out and slapped him. Oh man. I can see why he doesn't like remembering that, at least. Yeah. Though ultimately, father never answered a Gate's question. He did say I was going to send financial aid to help repairs. The Gate grew even more livid when he heard that, and he even raised his fist to strike father, but then he just left without throwing a blow. So that's what happened. That's why the air between you two seemed kind of weird. Yeah, it's always hovered over us like a cloud. Still, to think a Gate's sister died in the war, I been terribly unfair to him. He bears a bit of responsibility too for not saying anything. You don't need to worry about it, Mayor Maybell. I suppose. How badly is the gate hurt? It's not too bad. He'll be up and surly again in 2, maybe 3 days. Let's be thankful for small mercies, at least. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it's not serious. That reminds me, Maybell. How is Lila doing? Well, her injuries have been treated, but she hasn't come out of her coma yet. Oh. How despicable of our supposedly lion-hearted fugitive. Lovely, refined ladies such as Lila are treasures that ennoble the world simply by existing. I'll tell Lila you said that when she awakens. On the subject of good news, I'm glad to hear that General Morgan came to your aid. If the guild and army were truly to work together, I'm convinced no force in the world could stop you. Nothing's been decided yet, so we can't make any promises. But just between you and me and the desk, we'll make it work. Here's his answer. Tomorrow at the landing port, 10 a.m. sharp. Where are we going? I assume we're going somewhere. So what's the word? The Royal Army is going to execute a plan to capture the dragon tomorrow using airships. They said they want you on one of the airships as observers. They're gonna use airships? Whoa. Whoa, dude. Taking the battle to our foe in his element, then. And with the elite of the Liberalian military. Well, if we're just observers, we won't be able to actually do anything. Even so, I'm still grateful for a chance to get a closer look at that dragon. It might just be up to us if the army fails somehow. No rest for the weary then, huh? I'm up for it. At last, some light at the end of the tunnel. Yo, you alright? Yeah, it was nothing. You look dizzy enough to be a toy top, Mare. You must be exhausted. I know what Estelle just said, Mare, but don't strain yourself. Don't worry, really, I'm hardly straining myself. During the 100 Days War, Father did everything he could to protect Bose. One time he even conducted extremely dangerous negotiations in order to deceive the Imperial Army. Compared to what he did, this is nothing. Please take care of things. Please dispel the fear that haunts the people of Bose and Ravenou. Hey, Gay, come on. Are you looking forward to your birthday? I got a present that I'm sure that'll make you super duper happy. Something I'll like, huh? You're gonna make something tasty? What? No! Why would you think of food when I mention a birthday present? Presents should be things that last, you know? Something you treasure forever. You think? Something that'll last and that'll treasure. Maybe a hunting knife or something? You just got a hunting knife from the village elder, dummy. The answer is an accessory, handmade by yours truly. It's not done yet, though. Oh, an accessory? Like, what kind? I'm not a girl, you know. Come on, Agate, you're so boring. Even boys can be stylish and cute if they have some kind of accessory. If you have one, Agate, even a stick in the mud like you will get all the ladies. Oh, knock it off. Do you really not want it? You've always taken care of me, so I wanted to give something back. I've been working really hard to make it, but if it's really not something you'd like, just don't make it too cute or flashy, okay? It's simple but cool. It'll fit you perfectly, Agate, I promise. Especially since you're so tall. Yeah, it'll be perfect, I bet. Okay, I get it. You've got me all curious now, so just make it good, okay? Hey, Gate. What is it, Misha? Just wanted to say thank you so much for always being my big brother. Oh. Dream, huh? Misha? Agate! Oh, thank Idios, you're awake. Short stuff. How are your injuries? Do you feel okay? Yeah, this is no big... Ugh. No, don't move. You need to sleep. Your wounds aren't healed at all yet. Come on, stuff like this ain't a big deal. Just vitality cannon me. Just shoot a cure bullet. You got those, right? Now. I promised Estelle. I promised I wouldn't let you out of bed until you were better. No, no, no. I get it, okay. Getting all worked up over a bunch of scratches. Holy crap, it's nighttime already. Where the heck is everyone? They all went back to the city for a while. They made some kind of promise with General Morgan, I think. Promise with Morgan? Oh, so they got Morgan moving, did they? The guild ought to be hearing from their army right about now in that case. Well, hell, I can't just stay here is what I want to say, but on the other hand, it is pretty late. We'll get out to Bose tomorrow morning. But, look, I've had a good long rest. I'm seriously feeling better. These really are just scratches. They'll heal up even if I'm working hard. I'm fine, don't worry. You sure you're not forcing yourself? Hey, give the veteran bracer a little bit of credit here. I ain't so crazy as to go overboard on stuff like dragons or the society twice. Can't keep putting you in danger either. Point is, I sure don't have the guts to anger my scary little nursemaid. Trust me a little. Oh. I guess you do look a lot better, though. Told you, didn't I? I know my limits better than anyone. That's good. What's wrong? I said I'm okay. I swear to the goddess, I ain't lying. No, that's not it. I'm so relieved. It's just so... How's my acting? Is it good? Come on, short stuff. Calm down. I get it. Sorry, Tita. I guess I made you worry pretty bad, huh? He got out of bed! So charging off alone, I get broken like a twig in a fight. I had no chance of winning. And then on top of all that, I made you do that crazy thing to protect me. Yeah, I get you, dummy. I was so worried, and I saw you get hurt, and... Yeah, you're right. I really am a complete idiot. Yeah, 10 out of 10? Nice. I should, like, enter a competition or something. The Trails in the Sky acting competition. Feel a bit calmer now? Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. I didn't mean to cry like that. You sure know how to shock a guy, you know what? That whole thing sent shivers down my spine, way worse than when I fought that silver-haired idiot. Oh yeah. Agate, are you hungry? I made some soup with some things the village elder left. That's what smells so good, right on. Wait, hold on. Why is the kitchen... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a few spots that are a little different, but it looks just like it did back then. And there's something like this too. I'm amazed it survived. Alright, I'm probably losing you, aren't I? My place actually burned down 10 years ago. You mean, one of those incendiary shells from the Imperials hit it dead on. It caught fire instantly and burned down straight to the foundations. I'd heard the village elder was his usual nutty self and had to rebuild, but didn't think they'd try to put the furniture and decorations back together even. I never could bring myself to come in here before. Guess I really gotta tell them thanks, given how much they did. So, that's when, Misha? Secret's out, huh? She was making me a present for my birthday. It was a handmade accessory of some kind that she thought it'd look good on me. When we were fleeing from the mountains, she ran back to the house to get it. That's when the house was hit. When they finally pulled. I kept trying to chase. I give up on language. Can't do it. She was burned pretty badly. Let's put it that way. And even after everything she suffered, she still had that present clutched in her hands. The metal parts were hopelessly melted, but the stones were still okay. Take a look. It's pretty. They ain't even septium, ain't even valuable, just some pretty rocks. Probably something she found down by the river. I've lost count of the number of times I've thought, all for this? It's funny though, you know? I can't blame her or get angry at her for it. I never intended for it to be a memento of her. When I left the village though, it was the only thing I could part with, or couldn't part with. Even when I became a raven down in Rouen. Pretty pathetic for a thug, right? No, not at all. No, it's pretty damn pathetic. As long as I could hold on to this, I could also hold on to my anger. My anger at myself, my anger at the worthless, spineless son of a bitch who couldn't even save his own sister. But I ended up putting all that pent-up rage into every swing of my sword. As long as I did that, I could at least look like I was keeping it together. A half-baked man trapped by rage and self-deception and unable to move on. It's exactly like that bastard said. It's worse, ain't it? Just a piece of shit who runs away from anything painful. I'm the thing I hate most. A goddamn loser of a dog running around with my tail between my legs. I'm pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I don't really understand how you feel, Gate. I don't think I can really try to understand what makes you feel so hurt, but I think I need to say something in Misha's place. Don't you dare make fun of my big brother. You don't know the first thing about what makes my brother such a good guy. I know my brother better than anyone else. I won't let you talk badly about my brother, even if it's you yourself. What? I know I might not measure up to Misha, but I still know a lot of good things about you, Agate. And so, it makes me so sad to hear you say such bad things about yourself. It made me kind of angry despite not really understanding what you meant. And all the ends. Plus, you know, the lecture sounded exactly like Misha. You sure are acting grown up, short stuff. Don't treat me like a kid. I was really sad and really angry. Sad and angry. I don't know the first thing about myself, huh? You really hit it on the head. Huh? Thanks, Tita. You really helped me see it. There ain't no point in trying to judge yourself when all you can see is your own limited vision of yourself. All you can really do is plow on. Anger, sadness, neither have anything to do with it. You just have to go straight on until you find an answer. Maybe then I'll finally understand why I've held on to this thing for so long. It's so emotional, and I'm so tired. So the market's already being repaired? That's wonderful. They certainly got to it quickly. It only happened yesterday. Yeah, Mayor Maybell's throwing herself into it. She's already sent aid to Ravenue as well, or so I heard. Everyone's doing their best, even through the fear. I've heard word from Granslow as well, and Grandmother has issued a proclamation. She stated that the government will respond immediately to the threat of the dragon and will send aid to the affected areas. That's our queen. I can think of certain lords and ministers of Arabonia who could stand to learn from such an example. They're far more interested in attending fancy parties than addressing the concerns of the citizenry. Ironically, I could say a lot of the same for the Republic. Half the time our politicians seem to spend so much time dancing around each other that they never get anything done. Well, it may help that we're such a small country. Regardless, preparations for the plan against the dragon should be almost complete. Time to go see what the Royal Army can do. So, we should head for the landing port, I guess, right? Yeah, you're scheduled to depart at 10 a.m., port number 1. It's about 9 now, so you should have time to pick up some supplies. How am I enjoying your favorite game in the series, or rather, it was until CS3 came along. It's pretty good. I mean, I love this series. I fell in love with it pretty quick. It's pretty good. I'm very tired today, so I'm not very emotive, but it's pretty good. Won't that be a little difficult with the market, or in the state it's in? The market's merchants have been put up in the hotel for now. They're still open for business, seemingly, so you should be able to pick up some necessities there. It would be wise to visit them before we head for the landing port. I spaced out while I was actually saying the words. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where do they want us to go? The hotel? This is a legit question, by the way. I like zoned out for one sentence. I just like read the words, but didn't actually like register in my brain. Oh, he's saying the market's in here temporarily. Is that what he's saying? So if I need anything, I can buy the stuff here. I get it. Do I need anything? I mean, probably. I'm out of herbs. Looking through your future games, I assume you're going to read a summary for Zero and Azure or skipping them entirely. Well, apparently Trails from Zero just had its English localization release, so I can definitely play that. So I don't know. It might be a thing where like I play. I don't know. It depends on when I get to them, because if I could just like play Cold Steel, and then probably by the time I like catch up on Cold Steel, a special. By the time I catch up on Cold Steel, then maybe the second game in like the Crossbell arc gets its English release. So. I'll play them eventually. It's just I don't know if I'll actually play them in sequence, just because of the availability of it. Bose Market flattened by legend. I doubt any words are needed for this edition. The photograph says it all. This is the dragon that appeared yesterday at noon in the city of Bose. The dragon flew in from the east, then proceeded to land on top of the Bose Market at a length of around 40 arga. Its enormous size crushed the roof of the market, causing it to collapse, resulting in injuries. Afterward, it flew west to Ravni village and razed the village orchards. Following its trail of destruction, it took the clouds and vanished. The royal army immediately restricted airspace. Crushed by the dragon, the domed ceiling of the Bose Market collapsed and injured several persons, despite the rapid response from nearby bracers. Some of the injured remain unconscious. The market is currently cordoned off, and it is unclear on when or if it will reopen. For the emblem of the city to be so damaged has been quite the shock to every citizen. The dragon's attack on Ravenu village reduced the orchards to ash as Ravenu's main industry. Their loss is a terrible blow. And then the Queen says some stuff. After receiving reports of damage from across the region, Queen Alicia announced emergency support for the afflicted areas. The Queen also stated that in order to prevent further damages, she would appeal to the Royal Army to respond to the threat immediately. According to persons within the army, a plan is already in the works. Currently, the dragon remains at large, and citizens will remain anxious until the plan is enacted. Legend versus reality. Dragons have always been described as moderate and intelligent in lore, but the destructive creature witnessed here seems a far cry from that idealized image. Specialists in ancient life confirm that the anatomy is the same, so what does this behavioral difference mean? As a being from before the Great Collapse, it's theorized that perhaps it may be confused by the change in environment. Regardless, the army has been forced to categorize it as a threat despite the concern expressed by specialists. I feel like the Great Collapse has not been explained in detail. It's getting referenced a lot, but it's not really been explained. I guess that's when the like ancient civilization collapsed, I assume. You know, that old chestnut. I don't have these weapons? I guess I don't need them. I don't recall selling them. Are the games all connected story-wise? I know they're all in the same universe. I don't know how intertwined they are. Zero and Azure are very intertwined with CS1/2. One pair of games directly tells you the ending of the other. It's a question of which games you wish to go through completely blind. CS1/2 obviously expect you to know what happens, the operative word being what happens. CS1/2 is meant to tell you the how and why. Okay. Hey, Mare. Gate and Tita still have some good Sepith on them. God damn it. Whatever. I think we're good. I think we're good here. That shard of glass. That one right there. For a second, I was like, "Is that a paper airplane? Why is it? Why is there a paper airplane?" I think we're good. We can just go. I don't need to like run around talking to every single person again. To the right. This is where a Gate and Tita catch up. Looks like the military ship hasn't shown up yet. We should have enough time to visit the merchants if we need anything. What do you want to do? I literally just saw them, so let's just wait. So the airship that's gonna pick us up is gonna be one of those big reinforced army ones, right? Gotta farm up and craft all your missing gem things. Yeah, it's fine. I just need to, you know, take the good ones off of the people I'm not using. And then I'll get more Sepith faster later anyway, so. They make up most of our military airships, so I'd imagine that's what we'll be on. The typical Royal Army Guard airship is usually well-rounded, strong firepower, a large low capacity, good mobility. Though that's what I know from 10 years ago. They've been upgraded since their initial deployment, correct? Yeah, in addition to giving them better armor and engines and such, we have specialized the ships by varying their equipment. Patrolcraft, scoutcraft, attackcraft. The principle, at least as I understand it, is to ensure the squadrons are flexible by giving each one mission-specific equipment. That's what I'd expect from the country that invented airship warfare. We have airship squadrons in Calvar, but they're nothing more than showboats, really. The Empire is a little different. We use airship squadrons, but the Empire's strength has always lain in its cavalry divisions, our tanks, in this age. Attention, players, it's here. I don't think I've heard this engine sound before. Is it one of the new ones? Is it the RCL? I mean, it might be. I don't remember what that ship looks like. That looks new. Looks brand new. So we're gonna be right. It is the RSIL. Fucking called it. Julie didn't mention this at all when I spoke with her last. Yo, Estelle. Hi, everybody. Oh, shit. Is that... Since we have a habit of meeting in the strangest damn places. Estelle, everyone, it's so great to see you again. What? Why aren't Neil and Dorothy on the RCL? Julia. Julia, you awful tease. Why didn't you tell me last night that you'd be coming in the RCL? I get to have my fun with surprises sometimes, my princess. I apologize if I startled you. Thanks, Julia. I take it that if you're using the RCL, it's part of Grandmother's plan? Just so. What's Her Majesty got to do with this? And the famous cutting-edge RCL gets involved if, rather, those living in fear of the dragon may have their concerns eased. I believe that is her thinking. Oh, that's a good idea. Queen Alicia continues to impress. The reporters are, I assume, along for the very same reason? Yeah, pretty much. The whole damn country's losing it over this dragon thing. Looks like they're hoping us humble reporters can produce a little something to calm the masses. Mr. Burns, remember. I know, I won't give away any state secrets. I am going to be poking my head around to some extent, though. I ain't writing straight propaganda here. As you wish. Who's this older man? Oh, it's the General. General Morgan! General, allow me to express our thanks for allowing us aboard. Well, Her Majesty's opinion helped. Let me be clear on this up front, so there's no misunderstanding. You bracers are nothing more than observers on this mission. All you will be allowed to do is watch as we execute the plan. Sure? If the army can settle things, I sure won't complain. I look forward to seeing what you can do, General. Very well. Your Highness, please this way. We shall accompany you to the bridge. But we cannot allow the princess to board as a mere passenger on our own airship. It would affect the crew's morale, Your Highness. Very well. Well, he's as icy as always. I wish you'd just accept that us dumb civvy bracers are, you know, something approaching competent. The General is a hard-headed, old-school sort of man. I doubt he'll ever change his opinions quickly. Allow me to lead you aboard the airship. And on that note, allow me to finally welcome you properly as allies and friends of long standing. Welcome aboard the RCL, the flagship of the Royal Guard and Local. And what, we're just leaving a gate and Tita behind? What? Oh, dang. Oh, God. I should have had it a bit earlier. Oh, well, we'll leave the dragon watching to the rest of the gang. Yeah, but... Oh, I wanted to ride the RCL. Come on, shortstop. There's more to life than gawking at machines. Well, there's so much to see. An engine room with 8 of the new model engines. A next-generation bridge with all the best information processing equipment. It'd be a dream. Your eyes lit up like candles. Basilicate, what do we do now? Good question. Well, first off, I'm gonna need a new greatsword if I want to keep being the heavy blade. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess you can't really repair a sword that gets broken that badly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Let's go order one at the weapons store in the South Block. Gate! Yo, Ted. You're the receptionist here, aren't you? Yeah, looks like you didn't make it in time. I can try to raise the RCL on the radio if you want. Nah, that's okay. So you came in here just to see if I'd caught the flight? The 2, but we actually just got a rush delivery on the flight last night with your name on it. I just found it. Yeah. It's a small package. Return address is Russell. What? From Grandpa? Well then, allow me to explain Operation Dragon Capture. This operation will be conducted primarily by the airship force. Our ground divisions will focus solely on keeping order in all regions during the operation. Wait, all the regions? So we're going beyond Bose for this? Possibly not by our choice. Last night's event showed that the Dragon's capacity for flight is significant. My English sucks today. It is very possible that it will move to another region at some point. Yeah. The plan shall involve 12 airships in total, including the RCL. Which is to say, it involves 2/5 of our entire fleet. The rest will be held in reserve. 2/5 of the entire fleet? That's enough power to... Enough power to give our friend quite a reception, hmm? Julia. Sir. Whoa. Precisely. The RCL is currently cruising in Bose airspace. We shall be using the RCL as the flagship and command vessel for this operation. The actual Dragon Patrol shall be carried out by 8 patrol ships equipped with wide area radar. If the Dragon so much as raises its head above the tree line, they will be able to find it. Then, once the Dragon is found, ships will give chase at high speed and use their rapid-fire artillery to check the Dragon and guide it over Lake Valeria. At the same time, several patrol vessels armed with tranquilizer rounds will be scrambled from Leiston Fortress. Once the dragon is pinned, they will intercept it. They will fire every tranquilizer round they have and sink the creature. That sounds like a good plan. This is the plan in full. Well, this is certainly a bit larger scale than most guild operations. If the tranquilizers don't work, I'm guessing you'll switch to live ammunition? Yes. In that case, we'll have to destroy the dragon with concentrated fire from the ships. Her Majesty has asked us to prioritize capture over destruction, but we are ready for every contingency. Why would Queen Alicia want the dragon alive? Dragons are creatures of myth, oldest legends. She said she could not bear to have it slain. I can understand that, especially since the dragon is under the Society's control. Yeah, good point. Wait, that's right. That Lawrence Leonhardt, whoever he is guy, he had a gospel. That means... Yes, the orbital shutdown phenomenon. According to Professor Russell, the maximum range of the effect is roughly 5 Arga. All ships have orders to get no closer than 10 Arga to the dragon. As long as we do that, there should not be a problem. That should work, hopefully. Most impressive, General. You do seem prepared for everything. We learned quite a bit from the 100 Days War. And should this plan somehow fail entirely, we will be left wanting for options. Should that come to pass, we will be relying on you. Yeah, it's nice of you to say that, but why do I get the impression you think this plan is foolproof and invincible? Of course, if this plan has a problem, it's that we have to wait for the dragon to show its face. Well, that's a question. What do we do if the dragon doesn't show up? Given how Ouroboros has behaved up to this point, I find it unlikely they'll keep it hidden. They'll want to use that dragon to do something. They probably will, won't they? Well then, bracers. Once we've found the dragon, we will announce it over the comm. Until then, please make yourselves at home. Now I get to explore. Something wrong, General Morgan? I was taking a moment to look over the battle plan again. A plan that can seem perfect when first drafted can show faults over time. Have you found any problems? None that stand out to me. Short of the truly unpredictable happening, this plan should succeed. I'm afraid there'll be no need for you this time. Well, I won't mind if that turns out to be true, but if you need to, we'll help as best we can. You did let us board after all, sir. We must suspect something could happen. It's possible, but remember, you will only act if our plan ends prematurely. I expect you to follow orders during the mission itself. Don't worry, we'll just watch for now and see what you guys can do. Put a head on your shoulders, Miss Bright. We still have a little time before contact with the dragon. Use the time until then to ensure you're prepared. Is that a hint? It feels like a hint. Let's go upstairs. Yo, Estelle! Hi, Dorothy. You seem to be doing okay. Is your camera still treating you good? You bet. This girl's so cute. She looks great from any angle. And by this girl, you mean the RCL? Oh, Dorothy, you're as you as ever. You too, Estelle. You're just as full of energy as always. Oh, thanks. Wait. Were you worried about me? Of course. I mean, I took the photo of Joshua, right? If that made you all sad, I'd have to be sad too. Oh, Dorothy, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm a reporter, so it's my job to try and cheer people up. Sort of. If you're worried about anything else, talk to me anytime. Okay. Yo, Estelle, killing time till the dragon shows up? More or less, how about you? Putting stuff together for your latest scoop? Not really, I'm waiting for the star of the show, same as you. Even if it doesn't show up, at least we get a few nice shots of the RCL. We're just lucky enough to even be here. You must be having a field day. You get to cover the fight with the dragon and the new cutting-edge ship all in one go. Hell, the dragon versus airship thing alone would make it to the story of the decade. Every single reporter at the office raised their hand when we were taking volunteers to cover this. Congrats on getting picked for the job. Did you guys draw straws? No. I got picked because I'm a damn good reporter. All that effort during the coup is starting to pay off. Well, alright. So even the Royal Army respects you now, huh? Hey, if you write good stuff, even the big guys will come knocking on your door. By the way, if anything interesting's coming your way lately, I'm free to swap a few stories anytime you want. We could always use a few good editorials to fill our pages. We'll see. Oh, there's more. I'm not close to Captain Shorts now. I guess we've known each other for a while now. Don't suppose you could introduce me. We've been getting handed by readers for a special edition featuring the female captain of the Royal Guard. She's popular? Oh, totally. I'd say she's about as popular as Her Highness Claudia. I've even heard some publishers are itching to put a whole photo album of her on the shelves. A photo album? It's just a rumor floating around. Even if they wanted to, there's no way they'd get permission, and I sure don't want to be the guy who's caught taking candid photos of her. Yeah, that's true. I kind of like to see this album, though. It's a Chera, so this is where you are. Hi there, Estelle. Taking a walk? Yep. Enjoying the wind? Yes, the weather's lovely, so I'm taking it easy. Knowing when to take a breather is part of our job too, you know. Short breaks like these are good for keeping our minds sharp. Now's the perfect time. Yeah. Do you think the plan will work? To be honest, I don't know. Common sense says there's a very good chance it'll succeed. We have 12 patrol ships out on patrol as we speak, after all. Hard to imagine even something as powerful as a dragon getting away from all that. Yeah, I guess you're right. General Morgan was pretty confident, too. That's just how he looks on the surface. Remember? He was none too happy to have bracers on board, and yet he let us on anyway. That can only mean one thing. He's worried, then? Exactly. And that, Estelle, is why conserving our strength right now is a good idea. Guess I'll keep wandering. That's what I like to hear. It's not every day you get to ride the RCL. Enjoy yourself. So many hints. So many hints. Just gonna have a giant-ass boss fight or something. Estelle, hello! You finding it a little hard to calm down? A bit. Really can't stay still for this one. That reminds me, you always walk around like this on the passenger ships as well. Yeah. I don't know. I feel kind of like suffocated and stuff. That's very like you, Estelle. But I wouldn't worry about that too much on the RCL. What do you mean? Property of the Elsles family it may be, but this is still a fully functional war cruiser. At full speed, its engine capabilities far exceed those of passenger vessels. If we go at flank speed, I don't think you'd even be able to remain standing. Is it seriously that fast with the new engine? You'll be surprised, I think. It's a bit like walking into a storm. I see. So that kind of makes all this the calm before the storm, then? Oh my god, there's like a hint with every person. Yes, after a fashion, this may be a very brief period of peace before the action begins. If you want to look around the interior, this may be your only chance. Okay. Let's get to shore. It's a cool ship. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. The Queen's ship is awesome, but still. Thank you for your kindness, Miss Bright. I'm simply relieved the new engine made it in time. Of course, I hardly expected to use it on a mission of quite this nature. Who'd imagine a dragon would show up? Yeah, it is an utter mystery as a foe, even to us. We may have a plan of attack, but it would be foolish to rely completely on it in the face of the unknown. Be prepared for anything in case something goes amiss. Only Ideos knows what lies before us. Oh, by the way, Julia, did you know that Niall wants to cover you for an article? An article about me? Yeah, he wants the citizens to know the real Royal Guard, he says. He's pretty serious about his job, so I think you can trust him. I am well aware of Mr. Burns' professional credentials. If not, I would not have allowed him to accompany us and cover the story. Yeah, good point. To be honest, I absolutely support the idea behind such an article. However, I'm afraid I must decline. What? We have refused similar proposals from other companies as well, you see. We cannot give the liberal news any special treatment. Oh. Forgive me, but please tell him as much. I still look forward to seeing the article, however. Alright, let's go break Niel's heart. Yeah, how about that, Niel? She's just straight up refused. What? Refused already? Yeah, sorry. She said something about it being kind of inconvenient. That's not what she said, but sure. She's even more guarded than I thought. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Not your fault. They keep them themselves the way they do. Still, there's gotta be some other way. Okay, yeah. I did all the upstairs. Olivier! Ah, Stell, touring the ship. Pretty much. Wait, are you drinking before a mission? This is a drink of celebration, my sweet. I celebrate the imminent meeting of the genius bard and the legendary dragon. What do you said the genius bard bit? A legendary dragon? Do they still tell stories about dragons in the Empire? Why, naturally. There are quite a number of legends and tall tales of sightings, especially in the southern regions near Bose. In fact, I believe the Imperial Institute of Science was to launch an investigation, but then the 100 Days War broke out. Sounds like you guys take the legends kind of seriously. So even in the Empire, dragons are pretty much a mystery? You could say that, I suppose. But to the people of the Empire, this particular situation would have a more straightforward solution. Erebonia is a far more pragmatic realm than liberal. If something like this were to happen in the Empire, His Majesty would order the destruction of the dragon immediately. The Empire believes in boldly standing against all who would oppose it. Even if the opposition is a dragon, it would be torn down without mercy. That seems a little bloodthirsty. Securing national peace through force of arms is the Erebonian way. I confess, as a messenger of love and peace, I do find it a bit sad. It would be an interesting turn of events for the dragon to flee into Erebonia. Were that to happen, though, it is all too clear that it would be taken as an excuse for a rekindled war. Our good General Morgan is all too aware of that, I suspect. I think Zin is the only one left. Leave it to Olivier to sweet talk himself into some liquor. Oh, I can't go in? Alright. Okay, I don't want to talk to him yet. I want to, like, see the rest of the ship. Oh, did you forget me? It's Peyton. You don't remember Peyton? You know, Peyton. I don't remember Peyton. Who the fuck is this person? I was with you during one of your plans against Colonel Richard. Which one? Yeah, a lot's happened since then. I don't remember you now, though. Goddess, the Intelligence Division airship? Oh, I think I remember this. Trustless guys in the first Legendary Heroes game, is his first game of the current story. Erebonia is the single most violent nation in the series, has been since the early games of the franchise. Interesting. I did know that there are earlier games in this. I just haven't... I've never seen them, like, available, at least in English. The door is closed. Hey, good to see you. What brings you here? I could ask you the same thing, Zin. Trying to catch a nap or something? probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but no, I thought I'd get a little practice in. I cannot seem to stay calm sitting in a confined space like this ship. You're in the middle of one of your walks, I'd guess? Yeah, I can never manage to sit still myself. For practice, huh? Isn't this a little cramped for practice? Practice is all about movement, remember? There's plenty you can do even in a small space such as this. Well, like what? Breathing exercises and meditation for one, but practicing your forms is an important part of training as well. Especially for bracers like us who tend to get a little sloppy and let our styles fall apart from so much live combat. It's important from time to time to find a chance to return to the basics and correct yourself. That's a good point. I haven't actually done any disciplined practice for a while now. Hearing you put it that way makes me worry I'm like an awful mess in a fight now, man. Oh man! That's nothing to worry about, I was speaking generally. Still, if it resonated with you, then there's nothing lost by finding a chance to recenter yourself. My offer still stands to be a practice partner. Thanks, Zen. I may just take you up on that. He's always about practice and meditation and shit. They were released in English, but the translation is frankly awful. Oh, that sucks. Makes Dante's "I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light" look like first-class acting. Oof. Well, if they ever redo it, I mean, I might look into that like way in the future. And we're off. I guarantee this is gonna be like a boss fight I have to do. They dropped so many hints. It was just non-stop hints. I didn't see Lawrence on his back. The dragon is above the Malgam mine. Look at the display. Malga, so it's in Roland. I'm amazed we found it. Where shall we intercept it, sir? A good question. We need to lure it to the lake, but we cannot afford to let it near the capital. Our interception point will be near the Lenhart River estuary. Patrol ships lure the dragon to the riverside. Attack ships forward. This is the RCL to all ships. Our interception point will be the Lenhart River estuary. All patrol ships lead the dragon to the interception point. Use formation B. Attack ships launch or proceed to the interception point. I think he would actually fall into their hands. Perhaps I need to settle this myself. No. Well, he knows, what, does he know this dragon personally? God damn it, Cassius, do a thing. If I act out, something with the same thing all over again. What the fuck happened? He and I are in the same position, I suppose. Great Idios, who art in the sky, please guide us who stand upon this chaotic earth. All attack ships have launched. Estimate the arrival at 12:20 hours. Full speed ahead. Put us southwest of the interception point. Restore orbital power flow to all sections. Ahead full, etc. All attack ships have arrived. Tranquilizer rounds loaded and ready. Alright, all that's left is to wait for the dragon to show up. All attack ships prepare to fire. Begin attack on my command. And it begins. Fire! This is probably a trap. This is probably part of their final experiment. That was too easy. That was too easy. This has to be a trap. Water landing complete. No response. Alright, time to see this with my own eyes. Sorry. Time to see this with my own eyes. Captain, accompany me. Can we? Yeah, you should come too. This is an ancient dragon of legend, not exactly something you'll get to see every day. Yeah! Am I gonna get in a fight? I don't know how she got to 602 and he's only at 450. Holy shit, I can't even make it any higher. And he's only 4 levels behind. It's an extra 150. This blows my mind. I guess he only gets 45. I swear I got more than that before. Unless the boots... Well, these are women only. Huh. I mean... Huh. I mean... Huh. This is blowing my mind. Olivier was like my awesome supercaster until just now. By like a ton. Maybe I should give him cords just in case. Have some earth magic. Because no one ever has earth magic. And some water. Because obviously. What goes with earth? Fire? Let's do fire. I like it as attack, though. Whatever. I'm just going on the deck. Ah, I see. Oh, wow, it's so big. He's so handsome, too. It's a shame he's asleep. I hope he wakes up soon. I told you, girl, if he wakes up here, we're in trouble. Still a hell of a creature. Wow. Incredible hardly does it justice. Estelle? You guys came too, huh? Your Highness, it's just dangerous out here. Please, I must ask you to return to the cabin. She is by far the best caster in this game right now. She'll be fine. Truly is magnificent. Is it really asleep, though? We've confirmed a heartbeat, so it isn't dead. Even so, we pumped enough tranquilizers into it to stop an army of normal monsters. It will be down for a while. Cool. Speaking of things being good, does anybody see that Leonhardt, Low, whoever guy around? I doubt he could be hiding. Low held the gospel, which was the linchpin of this experiment. If he is not here, does that mean they have abandoned their quest? According to the patrol ships that chased the dragon in, there was never a rider visible. I'd say it's very likely he wasn't present to begin with. Not surprising. He probably learned of our plan and fled, typical of his sort of criminal element. I don't know, he doesn't seem like the kind of guy to just turn tail and run. Indeed, we shouldn't let our guard down just yet. Incidentally, where are you taking the dragon after this? For the moment, the plan is to tow it to Leicester. After that, we'll need to discuss it with Her Majesty and Cassius first. I see. Huh? Did you find something? Maybe it's just my imagination, but... Is there a bump on his forehead? She's right, there's this little bump. There's a slit on it, actually. Maybe it's like an eye or something. He installed the gospel into the dragon's head. I mean, I said it was a trap. You will not escape. Get us in the air. No good, guided missiles can't get a lock. Damn it all, we can see the heat signature right there too. It must be jamming our missiles somehow. Alright then, give it a taste of the main guns. Target is increasing speed. What a monster. None of the patrol ships will be able to pursue it. The RCL's engine can keep up with that. All hands, we will now accelerate to flank combat speed. 3,200. Brace for G-force shock. Excuse me? The massive acceleration of thrust will feel like it makes us heavier. Crouch down and brace yourself. When I hold the turbo button, it looks like the propellers are going slower, and it's probably because they're going so fast. It's just an optical illusion. We'll lose visual. Do not lose it. How can we still be in a cloud? Wait, where is this? What are you... The Neville Valley? Could we be already in the mist? Dragon lost, ma'am. So we lost sight of it? We did. The northwestern part of the Neville Valley, the place where the fog is deepest. Can we dock the RCL in that old fort? No, the RCL is too large. I say, the operation is over then. All operation ships are to patrol the Neville Valley region. The RCL will return to Bozay. The dragon has fled to the northwestern corner of Neville Valley. It's the part of the valley that's hardest to traverse, and it's covered in deep fog, being further in than the bandit base was. In other words, scouting by airship will be difficult? Difficult at best. There's really no option but to dispatch an expedition on foot. Wait a second, if you send in a whole army, the dragon will just run away. She has a point. I think it would be better to try and strike at him with a smaller group while he's still vulnerable. Meaning you'd like for us to leave it to you. I messed up his voice, doesn't matter. Well, we are more used to investigating something on difficult terrain than most of your troops. I would say we're the right people for this job. Do you have any idea of how you would investigate this? As I recall, there's no real road into that section of the valley. Simply wandering over and praying to Adios that you'll find something could take days at a minimum. Leave that to me. Are we already back at Bose? Because how did they get on the ship? Yo, sorry to butt in. Pardon us. What are you doing here? And more importantly, are you sure you should be up and about? It's just a bunch of scratches. Tita, is he serious? Estelle stare, Tita. Estelle stare. It's probably this. Yeah? I don't think Gate's really pushing himself. Well, okay then. You have plenty of energy, if nothing else. You said leave it to me, but you even know what we're talking about. Yeah, Lucan filled me in on the details. That overgrown lizard's disappeared into the northwest of Nebel Valley, right? Yeah, but I know a man who knows a lot about that area. Oh, the guy in that lone cabin. Should be able to find a way to get into that corner of the valley. Oh. Tough old-timer by the name of Wemler. He lives on the eastern side of the valley. He bragged to me once that he got across the ravine that divides that part of the valley from the rest. Alright, that old man. Impressive. Your constant hunt for information is borne fruit, you might say. Even if you find the dragon, what do you intend to do? This is not what I would call a trivial foe. Do you intend to slay it yourselves? There's a gospel on the thing's head, right? Job one is to deal with that. It does follow that the reason the dragon has grown violent is due to that gospel. The gospels have been responsible for all sorts of bizarre phenomena before now, after all. And if we nullify the gospel, perhaps we can put an end to the dragon's rampage. Sounds like a good plan to me. When you say we'll break the gospel, you remind me of what Father Graham did. He hit the gospel with an artifact and shorted it out, but we do not exactly have a surfite? Artifacts? Yeah, we don't have time to fiddle with stuff like that. We're just gonna smash that thing to bits, frame and all. What? Can we really break a gospel that easily? Whenever I handled one, it always seemed like it was really sturdy. Let's just say we got a solution to that little problem. Take a look. Is that like an ornament specifically for a sword? Russell tossed me a new gizmo of his in the mail. It's a little something for breaking gospels. Really? How is it meant to work exactly? Oh, I'll explain. The unit on the hilt applies high-frequency vibrations to the blade that will help it break a gospel's frame. Because of the vibration, the motor will break after a few hits. But Grandpa is sure that if you hit a gospel cleanly with a vibrating blade, the gospel will break. Okay. Liberal's greatest living genius comes through once again. I got Tita to attach it when it arrived, and it seems like it works. All that's left now is to find the dragon and give him a good one on the forehead. So, Mr. General, how's that sound for a plan? If Russell's giving you a fighting chance, I suppose I have no choice but to agree. So, you'll let us take a crack? Yes, do everything you can. However, I will have airships around the valley on standby. They will be able to respond if or when the dragon slips past you. Sounds like a challenge. You just tell me they won't need much ammo. You just tell them they won't need much ammo. I don't need ammo either. I use a sword. The RCL will patrol in Bose space while you search. Once you've discovered the dragon's location, please contact us. I'll have Seed carry a message once we find it. If I'm not with them, I'll ask him to stay near Estelle. Your Highness, if you do accompany them, please take the greatest care. Estelle Bright, Agate Krosno. If the dragon escapes the valley, the army will move to contain it with everything we have. We will not allow the people of Liberal to come to harm again. So do everything you can. Don't worry about protecting others. Focus on your mission and leave the rest to us. So, I got your back. Never thought I'd hear that from you, General. What brought that out? Nothing but politeness, Mr. Krosno. Captain, get us in the air. Please form your party. I have to bring Tina? Fuck. She's gonna die. Well, I have to bring Chloe then. I really wanted to bring Chloe and Zin. Partly because they're set up, and also Zin is OP, and Chloe is massive. She's massive. Super caster. Super massive caster.
Great!
Okay, so we're gonna go see Wembler and Nebel Valley, right? Yeah. More importantly, though, are you really taking it long, Tita? Of course. If the vibration unit breaks, I can fix it right then and there. I think my cannon can lend a hand against any flying monsters, too. Fine, whatever. Just don't get one shot like you always do. Estelle, what is it? What's with the look? Oh, nothing. How do I put it? I was just thinking that you two seem a lot closer now. It's been so sweet to you lately, Tita. What? The hell are you going on about? Look at that blush. But seriously, it looks like you've got your feelings all sorted out. Yeah, I ain't gonna run off alone and get wrecked like a little chump anymore. If I do, I'm gonna have a certain little someone guilt-tripping me with her pouty face again. I see. Okay then, let's go. Although I do need to check... Well, let's see. I do need to check and see if Zin had any really good quartz I want to give to Tita. So... let's just switch this in super quick.
Right!
I mean, he has some level 4s and stuff. I probably wanna... How do I wanna... What does she have? Alright, well, I'll give her the attack 4. I'm going to swear... How much Sepith do I have? 55 water. I don't think that's enough water to upgrade our last slot, so I don't have to worry about the slots. I think? I mean, maybe. God damn it. Okay. Well, I can move the HP 3 up to... I want to give her an HP 4, though, is the thing. I was going to give her a do I have a defense 4 just waiting? No. Alright. Of course, that gives her Earth Wall and stuff, if I want to use that. She's not really going to cast spells. I mean, Strike is the best one. Actually, I should probably put range on. I'll do that instead. Now I gotta hit 4. Reaction 2 is fine. I'll give her... Reaction 3. Like, why can't... I guess, I don't know, part of me kind of wants to go with this. I feel like I'm gonna need Chloe's S-Crap, though. And her Sturm is really good. Zin's just so OP. And like, 3,300! Even with an HP 4, she's only gonna get to like 3,400. I guess this is the best I got for now. I don't have a Latira. It's like a backup. I need 2 people with Latira. What do I need? 8 water. I have 11 water. Is that wind? It's wind. Can I... Question is, can I just switch these two without fucking it up? I feel like it's gonna fuck it up because I'm gonna lose like... I'll lose the crests. Pretty sure that's what'll happen. What was it, just hit? Yeah, it was just a hit. I still have Law Crest, I don't have A Crest though. It'll probably be fine. If it causes an issue, I'll just switch to hit 3 or something else. Chloe!
Together now!
Alright, all good? You have your thing, you have your thing, you have your thing, you have your thing. Alright. And I equipped you with stuff. Alright. Alright, okay. I knew there would be. Alright, one more monster. Let's go kill it. What is this week 2? Doesn't matter. Probably could have done the... I probably could have done the blue impact. I definitely should fight things just so Tita gets a few levels. can switch this around, though. We don't all need to all be, way over here. I don't have to avoid moraling Zin anymore. So... that should be good. Is it just sad music forever here? Hold on. No extra thing? Okay.
Prepare to meet your doom! Nicely done. Well, that takes care of that.
For a second, I thought that chest was closed.
Should have done that.
This is also a good chance for me to check that last room in the mine. See if there's like anything there. Oh, come on.
Damn it.
Nicely done.
I'm gonna heal up first. Alright, let's do it! There's gonna be like 5 of them. Close enough. Fate spinners. Can petrify. Oh, that sucks. Quick to water. The roly-polies don't really matter. Let's just... That's annoying.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Persistent to blind, okay.
Come on!
I don't remember if a gate's a single target or multi-target. Nice, it's multi. I'll wait for Tita. No point in clocking down. I'd like to diamond dust, but I'll do it here. Alright, now's a good time for Tita. Oh, I should have waited. It was like gonna be your turn. I'm fucking...
Prepare to meet your mortal!
I'm a dumb face.
Fury.
Decent amount of damage. That's a lot of damage. Alright, 2 of them are gonna die now, so should be okay. That impedes? Fuck. I'm gonna try it again. Ow.
I'm sorry.
I had 194 CP. That sucks. Attack, I guess.
Now, light of the heavens, radiant rising.
Alright. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, god damn it. The CP. Get rid of this. Do I have a really good thing I can do? I mean, I can chain with Tita. Let's just chain.
Let's do it!
Crit chain! Nice.
Nicely done.
We did it! Oh, I can't even go in here? Alright, there's nothing in that room. Don't need to worry about it. What's my monster book looking? There's only 3 regular ones left. It's not bad. Did I just get up to C? Oh, that happened already. Oh, right, I got a fishing rod for it. That's what happened. I can upgrade a slosh now. Who do I even have left? The Gate has a lot left. Tita has 1 left. Chloe has 1 left. Well, I wanted that just for ease, so I can put an HP 4 on her. Which I don't think I currently have. Do not. Switch this one out. If she could get to like 4K health, that'd be nice. Don't see it happening, but that'd be nice.